All right. And we are back with a very special episode of Lift Éire. This is the IrishPF's Nationals 2024 preview episode. I am one of your hosts, Ian Benson. I'm joined by Alex Cremens, Kerry Maroney, and Maeve Mannion. So, guys, very exciting episode coming up. How are we feeling? I think this is going to be a big weekend of Irish powerlifting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of the most exciting comps in a long time. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited for every weight class, even the ones that aren't like as competitive or stacked. Like I think it's just there's going to be a lot of really top performances overall throughout the weekend.
I think because we haven't had a nationals as well since February 2023, year, so like we're looking at nearly 18 months, 2-ish years. That like there's a lot more hype around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got a lot of hype. I'm very excited for it. It's got like this looks like almost not a whole new roster of national lifters, but definitely it's been shaken up quite a bit.
A lot of new faces.
A lot of new faces to the national scene. So I'm excited for it. Kerry, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm very excited because I've never been to one. So
Yeah,
I haven't been to a comp of this level before, you know. So.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. The national comps are always a show. So for anyone not aware, it's going to be on in the Radisson Blu Hotel in Dublin this Saturday and Sunday. I mean, we're in for a big weekend of powerlifting, like we said. It's I think we'll just get right into some of the classes. We can go through some predictions and kind of take it from there, guys. So up first, we're looking at the female 47s. We have Joanne Clark. Joanne's in a one-horse race, but still decent lifter, competed recently, Western Euros, with a nominated total of 311 kilos. Joanne Clark been on the scene for quite a bit. It's a shame not to have more depth in that class right now.
Yeah, I'd imagine as some of the juniors start to progress up over the next like year or two, and you'll probably see some returning faces as well, probably in the next year or two, that class will start to fill out again. I'd say this is probably the last year where there'll be one in the weight class.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think we're going to see quite a few lifters start to break through into that with similar totals. Which will make it a lot more exciting.
We had Ali Murphy, is that her name on the page? Yeah. She's 47.
Yeah, she's just moved up to 52.
She's gone 52.
Oh, is she? Okay.
She's gone up. She's doing bench nationals, I think I saw.
Yeah, maybe she is actually. So
her training's going really well.
We've got, I know a lifter I coach, Blonda Dwyer. Yeah. She's in the 47 class, and still to make her IrishPF debut. So definitely excited to see her break into it. But for now, we're going to keep it to the lifters that are involved in the comp. I suppose the 52 class next. So female 52s, we have got Claire McCann, Sarah McCormack, and Catherine Marin representing Claire McCann representing Chaos, Sarah McCormack representing Urban Barbell, and Catherine Marin representing Max Out Powerlifting. Claire McCann with a nominated total of 330 kilos, Sarah's nominated total 327.5, and Catherine with 302.5. I think potentially this is quite a close one. Guys, what are your thoughts on the 52s?
In terms of the 52s, like you said, it definitely is a close one. I know both Sarah and Claire don't really share a whole pile of their training online. So I do think it's going to have to be a 9 for 9 day from whichever lifter does end up first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it's quite a close one on paper, but like we don't know because they're not sharing
you can't see
training.
Yeah, we don't know. I did see Claire McCann recently posted 120
squat,
120 squat, and it was
very good.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm Sarah's coach, so her training's been going quite well as well. So I'm very pleased with that. I think it's going to be close. If people are come out performing well, I think it's going to be very close. Obviously, for me, I'm going to back my own lifter, but this is.
Yeah.
You know, this is a high pressure competition. Sarah coming off the back of Junior Worlds and Junior Euros, came third Junior Euros. The wild thing with Sarah, she's never done a regional comp, which is actually wild. She's done her first comp ever at Junior Nationals, won that. Second comp, Junior Worlds.
Yeah.
She was going through an injury, kept at it. Then third comp, Junior Nationals, won that, and then Junior Worlds in Malta, Junior Euros, placed third. So
I think like
she had a very cool career.
Sarah's comp experience will really stand to her. Like she has the bones of 5 or 6 under her belt. To the best of my knowledge, this will be Claire's third comp. I think her first one was in January, and then she obviously didn't have the day that she had planned or hoped for in June. I did hear Conor Campbell speak about the fact that she was like quite sick that day. But I do think that like Sarah's comp experience, especially at that level, because I know we kind of spoke about it last week in terms of going from regional up to national, up to international. Like Sarah has a lot of experience at the international and national stage, so you'd imagine that will stand to her.
Yeah, you'd have to think it. I think it's going to be a good battle. It's definitely, like I said, it on paper it looks like a close race. But I think it's going to be a good battle, and provided people kind of play their own game, but put your attempts together. I think this is really a weight class where and I'm not ruling out Catherine Marin here either. Not a million miles away, like a couple of missed attempts from.
That's what I was just gonna say. Especially with those smaller weight classes, like those.
The
gap
kilos
is
mean
a
everything.
lot bigger
like,
than it looks.
Yeah.
Or smaller than it looks, should I say? I completely agree with what you said. Like I said, I've actually never seen Claire compete in person. I've handled Sarah at all of her international comps. She's just a really game day lifter. Like she always just shows up and just gets the job done. So I would probably, just based off that and how close the two girls are, would just probably back Sarah in that sense. But like I said, I've never seen Claire or Catherine compete before. So
yeah, I'm excited to see that battle play out and just kind of see what way it works out on the day.
It's kind of just really who responds well in the high pressure scenario, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, seeing Claire squat, that's a big squat. So you're just gonna have to go in, play your own game, and provided all the lifters piece together their best days, it's gonna be a good one. Now, what are the chances of like all lifters going 9 for 9 in any comp in any flight? This is what makes it exciting. I think that is a tight race, which is that for me is going to be, I'm going to be handling Sarah. That's going to be an exciting one to be involved in. There's very little margin for error here. Moving into the female 57s, this one is exciting. This is like so far another exciting weight class here. We have got Amelia Crook representing Everstrong with a nominated total of 392.5 kgs. Anna Howrahan representing Abs Powerlifting with a total of 390. We have Maeve Linder representing Stoic Strength with 372.5. Sandy Burke representing TJ's Paint Performance with 355 coming off Masters World's Deadlift Gold. Sheena Doyle representing CBF with 347.5. Marissa Maguire representing Evolution Strength Systems with 332.5, and Orla Lee representing Evolution Strength Systems also with 322.5 kg total. Guys, this is another tight podium.
Stacked class.
Very tight.
Yeah.
This is a very tight podium. It's Amelia. I haven't seen much of Amelia's training. Has anyone seen much of Amelia?
No, I haven't seen any really. Since probably the last 3-4 months ish, I want to say. The last time she competed was the Christmas qualifier. So again, you're looking at the bones of a year between now and her last comp. I know Anna competed. She did the Pro-Am in Cologne. So like she has been on the platform since
more recently.
She appeared, she appeared at Nationals last year. So I'd say that will obviously stand to her. I'm pretty sure she did that comp in sleeves as well. I don't think she did it in wraps. So in terms of like training, I haven't seen any from Amelia or Anna. That's been like kept very much on the down low.
I think there's 2.5 kilos separating them. I think that brings a lot of excitement to this comp. So as you see those close nominated totals, do we think that like Amelia is a very experienced lifter, a very experienced lifter? Did she need more platform time coming in? I mean, that's the question. Will she be rusty coming in? Is that time off? But she's very experienced. You think that's
but so then so is Anna.
So is Anna.
That's what I was going to say. I think when you're in that kind of position,
you don't need as much.
I don't think it really matters. Like when you're kind of used to it and you've done,
And she was coming off the back of an injury in the last comp too, right?
From last nationals, as far as I know. She was. I think like she still came third.
She
at
came
nationals.
third and Anna came second, and then you had Leisha Quinn first. So that was the Open Nationals podium last year.
Amelia came third, with an injury as well.
Yeah.
So like that's
huge.
Like her best total is well over the 4s. She put that up at the May Open back in like 2022, I want to say. So like if she's coming in clutch to that, then it's kind of like a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And again, I think Anna Howrahan, phenomenally experienced lifter.
Yeah.
Like has been there, done that, done it all.
Yeah, wrote the book.
Multiple time national champion.
Yeah.
Since moving up to the 57s has seemed to have just her career's just lifting
skyrocketed
again. It's incredible to see it.
And another lifter as well, like Maeve Lindert, nominated third. She did Euros in 2022, Junior Euros in Poland. I handled her. She's like a lot of potential there as well. Like this total she put up to 372 was in June. And I don't think I've seen any of her training, nothing that I can remember anyway. So that could also be somebody that, 20 kilos in those kind of classes. It's a bit of a gap, but like, that's two missed attempts right there. You know what I mean? So that could, very well close the gap. Not that I think anyone is going to miss attempts, but it happens. You know what I mean? It happens a lot.
You'd have to expect it to happen.
That's it. I always say that when people are like giving like predictions and stuff, or like they're like, oh, this person's going to do this or that. But it's like everyone always comes into it thinking that everyone's going to have their best day
have
ever.
a 9 for 9 day.
And like we see it at regional level comps, international level comps, it's never the case. Like never. Like some people might not even hit more than what they did their last comp, even if it was recent. You know what I mean? So that's just something to keep in mind as well.
Especially these high pressure comps, you see a lot of missed attempts at these because one, it's high pressure, nerves play a factor. And two, you're taking chances.
You
need to take
chances.
You have to.
You have no choice. You have to take those chances. Sometimes you have to take a pop. Sandy Burke, I'm excited to see what she pulls.
Yeah,
for sure.
What did she pull at it?
She pulled 175.
175, and it would look like an opener.
Yeah.
She's the bones of 200 kilos there potentially. Like getting up towards there, you'd have to imagine high 180s.
Yeah, I'd like to know what the under 57 deadlift record is. I reckon if it's within reach, she'll have a pop off that.
Yeah, and then for the rest of the class, so that'd be Sandy. Sandy could, again, depending on how it plays out,
there's not a whole pile between Sandy and Maeve.
Could potentially play for podium there, depending on how the day's lining up.
70 kilos difference,
And again, Sandy, very, very, very experienced lifter. Lots of international platform time. You cannot rule that out. And then you got Sheena, Marissa, and Orlalie. I like these other battles as well that happen. When you get a full weight class like this, I like these other battles. Like fighting for the podium is one part, but like there are other battles.
You still want to get as high as you can. Like even in comparison to your nominated total. You know what I mean? So I think it's like it's not like those people are just going to be cruising through the day either. You know what I mean? They're going to be fighting.
You still want to go put your best foot forward and have like your best day.
Yeah, and you'll even find that like we do that when we're like internationally. Like even sometimes if we're not competitive, we're like, okay, what can we do to get into the top 10 or the top 15 or something like that? That will change your attempt selection. You know what I mean?
These are still like the top 6 or 7 in the country in this weight class.
Yeah.
So whether you're first or whether you're 7th, like you're still in the top 7.
You're in the top 7. You're
still the best in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, I looked up the deadlift record for under 57s there because I was curious, and it's 180.
180.
Well, I reckon she'll have a good pop off that.
You have to. There's no way you can't.
Oh,
CJ. Yeah,
was that
course.
CJ? No.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. From Strength Militia.
Strength
back
Militia.
in the day.
That
Back
was like
in the day.
2020.
2019. It said.
2019. We wouldn't have had nationals in 2020.
Yeah.
Because if anyone is familiar with Strength Militia, or if anyone that was with Strength Militia is listening to the podcast, comment down below, let us know. Shout out Strength Militia, Sean Crow, Sean Crow, Lauren
Rooney,
So, guys, please, by all means, pop your head back into the game at any point.
Yeah, please.
Like,
Yeah. We miss you.
Bring Brona with you.
Absolutely.
My one contribution to the female 57s is just to shout out Marissa Maguire. She always has a great hairstyle. I've messaged her about this before, so I'm looking forward to seeing her fit on the day.
Oh yeah, listen,
even if you're not competing for top 3, you could still be the best best dressed lifter.
That girl's got great hair.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go off what we've seen and not off other things. So what we have seen in the last 12 months, I am going to say Anna, Amelia, Maeve.
You've stolen mine.
I think Anna would be the upset there. But I think the attempt selection should be on point. With attempt selection on point, you can never count out an abs lifter when it comes to Pip in the high pressure situations.
Yeah.
So that would be my top three.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you on that. I think it will be very, very close between Amelia and Anna. But I'm just, once again, like going off the fact that Anna's competed more recently. They're both well experienced, both competed internationally times. It is kind of one of those ones where, you'd have to kind of, Anna's such like a veteran in the sport. Like you just kind of have to back her. Like, when you've got that many accolades under your name,
you can't not.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? I think she's got, out of everybody, more of a chance of putting up a 9 for 9 day. I think everyone's going to do great, but I think Anna's going to walk away with that, and then Amelia and Maeve.
Yeah. And that could go, and anything could change on the day.
Could go anyway.
If Amelia comes in like on a hot 9 for 9 day, it's hard not to give it
100%. Because it's to say, like, it is that thing, right? Where it's like if somebody's not showing their training, it's either going really good or really bad. So it's like it's really hard to gauge it. So it's like you don't know.
I'm just going off what we've seen last, and I think I would Pip Anna based off what we've seen. But if Amelia comes in all guns blazing, and she might be, we don't know. It's she is going to be hard to beat on a good day. But I would have to say just Anna with the experience there. I would have her potentially coming in there and taking that top spot.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree.
All right, let's get into the female 63s. We have got Catherine Kilmartin with a nominated total of 440. We have Leisha Quinn out of City Gym, 417.5. We have got Marie Mongan, 415 total. Juliet Sweeney representing Union Strength with a 400 total. Noreen McDermott, Rebellion Powerlifting, 391 kilo total. And we've got Lan Gaffney representing Abs Powerlifting with a 382.5 kg total. Nice. Again, another good weight class here.
And what I add as well, with Leisha Quinn, she actually did 432 at Junior Worlds in Malta a few weeks back.
It's much tighter.
It's a lot tighter than it looks after nominations here. It's gonna be a tight one, I think. With
I don't know
the
if
two
this
girls.
is like a popular opinion or not, but like this for me, I'm like very excited for this weight class. Very, very excited.
Why this one in particular? What excites you for this one?
I think like Leisha Quinn has done a lot for the sport in the sense that she has moved up a weight class. She has been quite open about it. She's not afraid to move up a weight class. I know I spoke like last week about the fact that the very thing I did when I got into it as a beginner was I pigeonholed myself, but like she's out there doing the opposite. She's a great ambassador for the sport. She's so young as well, and just has made significant amount of progress while like battling an injury early on. So for me, I'm actually just personally like quite excited to see her battle it out with Catherine.
I totally agree.
I agree.
Now I know Catherine's best pull is 210.
Yeah.
It's like
it's insane.
Absolutely sick. So like Leisha has always been someone who could potentially pull for the win because she's quite a strong deadlift, but like her squat has come on an insane amount.
Huge squat,
Like she put up a 160 single as her last ever single. So I'm like, even since Worlds, like what she squat at Worlds, like
160.
Did she squat 160 at Worlds?
Yeah, 160 Worlds.
Like, so
I
for
think,
me,
don't quote. I think it was. I think I loaded 160. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember.
There was a
I was
yellow
there,
on the
I watched
bar.
it,
It was,
and I can't
it was
even
over
remember.
155 anyway. I'll tell you that. Like that's all I know.
But for
She'd be
me,
great
I'm very, very excited to see just even top two battle it out in this class. Obviously, like everyone has earned their spot there.
But when there's that much of a gap, it's kind of like
but like they are very close. Catherine last competed at Euros this year. So like both of them have a good amount of international and national comps under their belt. So it'll just be interesting to see how the day fares out between the two of them.
I'm very excited for it. Like you said, Leisha, phenomenal ambassador for the sport. Like she's a superstar. I've been fortunate enough to be in warm-up rooms with her and internationally, and pleasure to be around just a real game day lifter. Keeps composure real good. Goes out, gets the job done.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see her moving up into that weight class. This is only the beginning as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very exciting. Catherine Kilmartin is going to be a tough opponent there.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what everyone's made of. You know, I think these are these high pressure situations.
Absolutely.
But Leisha's been there. She's been to the top of the top. I mean,
world
champion.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to compete with someone who's been in. That is the pinnacle of a high pressure moment, and time again, she's bounced back from multiple niggles and injuries, and just continues to pursue it and get better and keep getting after it. With no distraction.
Yeah.
With no distraction.
Yeah.
She's locked in, as the kids say.
Locked in.
Locked over.
It's November.
Yeah.
Predictions, guys.
I based off these, like in what I've seen. Obviously, I haven't seen. I only see Catherine whenever she actually competes. You know, that's whenever I see her put up a total. I coached Leisha for years, so I'm probably going to be a bit biased towards that. And I think Leisha always shows up on the day, but Catherine's got the bigger pull. So like I can't see her not loading whatever she needs for the win.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really, really tight race, especially with Leisha coming back from, like I said, she's got all these achievements. She's last year national champion. I would say, I will say Leisha first, and then Catherine second, and Marie third.
I am going to agree with you on first and second. I think Leisha, like you said, is a fantastic game day lifter, has all these accolades behind her. So I do think you'll end up seeing her in first, Catherine second. But I think Juliet Sweeney potentially might pip for third. Like I saw her pause a 170 deadlift.
Yeah.
So I reckon providing she's a good day and goes 9 for 9, she could pip Marie. The last time Marie competed was at the May Open, whereas Juliet has just come off the back of Western Euros. So obviously has...
And she actually did a bigger total than her nominated one at Western. So I'm only seeing that now,
407.5 at Western. So there's only 7.5 kilos between them.
So that's going to be a little battle itself there as well.
Yeah, so I reckon Juliet will load what she needs to win. Or sorry, not to win, but to
get onto the podium. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I reckon she will potentially pip in there.
Yeah, I think... Again, I'm biased to this. I'm trying to be impartial, but it's difficult when I've seen Leisha pull out of the back. I mean, last year,
countless times.
Last year at Nationals, no one was counting her out, but no one was counting her in.
No.
You know?
Now I know she was just coming off the back of
I did say it.
She was fresh off the back of her back injury.
Yeah.
But no, it was not on my bingo card.
And
seeing her
that's my thing with it. Like, I mean, she is able to shoot her shot and usually doesn't miss. So, in that regard, so I would like to. I think, again, nobody's having a perfect day.
Yeah.
So factoring that in, I think Leisha, Catherine, I'd have to agree with Maeve. I think Juliet Sweeney has the ability there to pull for a podium place.
Yeah.
And these are the ones where you get the crowd on their feet.
Yeah.
These are the big moments, and that's going to be like a huge. You're going to see Juliet Sweeney coming out to pull for that podium position.
Yeah.
And I think if it goes the way powerlifting goes, you're going to see Catherine Kilmartin come out for a big pull, potentially to try and take that top spot. So I think that's going to be very, very exciting. I think if Leisha pieces it up and puts together, that 9 for 9 performance, there's a potential there where Catherine has to put on something big.
Pressure,
She's under pressure there. I think it's going to be a phenomenal day regardless. I think, it's a very, very exciting flight.
But this is a weight class that there's not a lot of hype around, I would have said. Maybe it's just because...
Do you think?
I think so, yeah. I don't think there's been a lot. For me, in terms of, and we'll probably get into this, but the most hype female weight classes at the minute is the 76s.
Yeah.
And probably just 76s.
69s as well.
69s, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Down kind of, obviously Jordan is in top spot, but throughout the rest of the flight. But for me, I don't think there was a lot of hype around this, but I'm looking at it, it's there's battles within.
Yeah. There's battles there. Again, even the battles that'll happen I don't know. Like, I'm excited to see Lan come out. I'd love to see her put together a great day.
Yeah.
And she's
Nori
another one
McDermott.
that's like gone up a weight class, so she has the potential to have a very good day.
Just off the back of Malta as well,
Yeah.
Junior Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
Nori
had a good day.
McDermott,
Great day, yeah.
Masters lifter.
Yeah, Jen Harrington coaches her, I think. Yeah, Rebellion
Yeah.
Powerlifting.
Again, another very, very good lifter with a record total.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. And Kerry, you want to add anything to the 63s?
I haven't seen any of these girls lift before, so I'm just excited to see it, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
you're in
That's
for
going
a
to
treat.
be a flight
Yeah.
to watch. Like,
Yeah.
it'll be great.
I kind of wish I was you, Carrie.
There's a bit
Just
of an
not
envy
knowing
there,
what's going
just
on.
be like,
So naive and innocent.
Because I actually won't be able to watch half of this. Like, I will literally, my eyes will be closed and I'll be like, oh, Jesus Christ. So, like, I actually kind of wish I was you.
yeah, no, I think it's you're just gonna soak it in. Honestly, it's gonna do nothing but like light a fire. In
Yeah.
you. Like,
You're going
it's
to be more
hard to-
motivated than ever afterwards. Like,
It's
like-
hard to come away from it and not be motivated.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh,
It
that's
is. It is a sick. It's. You're watching the best of the best in the
Yeah.
country. Like
Yeah.
there's just no two ways about it. It's battles, and you're going to see attempt selections are going to be hot. It's going to be a very very cool one. All right, getting into the female 69s, we have Jordan Bright representing Max Out Powerlifting with a 477.5 kilo total. We've got Jen Harrington with Rebellion Powerlifting with a 445 total. Jane Jones with the Strength Guys, 425 kg total. Elaine Boland representing City Gym, 422.5. And Katrina Connolly also representing City Gym with a 415 kg total. This one is also very exciting. Very exciting. I think Jordan Bright, obviously, like quite a margin ahead there.
Yeah, untouchable, really.
yeah, like she
If
did
it goes
over.
well.
Yeah.
She did over 500 in training. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, like
507.
507, 502 maybe.
502,
yeah,
507.
502.
Like she pieces that up
It's
together.
huge
It's
anyway,
like-
whatever it
Yeah.
was. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you just know you've no business doing that, Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, my God, like what an absolute monster total that. Like
Yeah,
that's just
ridiculous.
exciting to come and see
That
if
alone.
she pieces that
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'd be
very
exciting to see
experienced
her
lifter.
then when she goes to internationals next year as well. Like
Yeah,
that's going to be.
I
insane.
think she's on for a phenomenal day from
Yeah.
what we've seen in her training.
Her training's
and,
been
like,
going very well, yeah.
Like all
wow.
three lifts have just
Yeah.
blown up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
insane.
no, it's a stacked weight class with a lot of experience in there.
Yeah, there's yeah.
All
it's-
of them
Just-
have, am I right in saying all of them have international?
No, not Elaine.
Just Elaine.
Not Elaine. Yeah. But she's done nationals.
She's done nationals, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
competed at a high level.
Yeah.
And battled before, so she's been in those situations.
We've got Jen Harrington. Looks like she's on for a good day there, just coming off Western Euros.
So she totaled 440 at Westerns, but like had an injury.
Back in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
leading
and-
up to Westerns.
Don't quote me on this because apparently I'm spreading rumors about people being injured, but I don't. As far
You're
as
such
I
a
know,
gossip,
I know.
Alex.
None of this is even true. No, but as far as I know, Jen is injured. I don't know to what extent it is
Yeah.
or to what's going on. So I have no idea what
She's
to
been
base
quite
that
quiet
off.
with her training and stuff
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. I know training has been difficult for her.
Yeah.
So that's just something to keep in mind here. But as we've seen, like you just said at Western Euros, Jen still showed up and still put up a great day. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
never say never. And I think it's one of
Never
those
say
things. If you just play your cards right with your training, who's to say you can't just show up and still hit relatively close to your maxes
Yeah.
on the day? You know,
Like,
so
I mean, to be coming in injured and fighting for a podium.
yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
I mean, it says a lot.
Yeah.
Jane Jones training has been. I had the pleasure once upon a time of coaching Jane Jones, like a workhorse, an absolute workhorse.
Yeah.
Her training is like
She just seems to be
pristine.
making non-stop linear progress. Really, like
listen, she's just super dialed in all the time, ticks every single box
Yeah.
at every opportunity. I'm very, very impressed with her progress, and I think she's one to watch. She's not waiting around.
No.
Yeah.
She is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
waiting
yeah.
around.
And has just been like you said, like consistently ticking boxes over the years. And it's like
Yeah.
people forget that this is a long game. Like this adds up and this is where it gets you.
That is exactly it. I think I honestly, the battle for the podium, right? So assuming Jordan Bright comes out and does Jordan Bright,
yeah,
okay, the rest of the podium is super tight.
It's a question mark. It's a question mark. Yeah.
Like,
I honestly think it's, dare I say, like wide open. It's
the
like,
rest of the podium is wide open. You just don't know what's going to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
Jen can come in and have a bad day and still take second place.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, that's a fact. Jane is going to be hungry for this to really push a good position there.
Yeah.
Should be super selective with her attempt selections.
Yeah.
I think Elaine is no slouch. I mean, 2.5 kilos of nominated differences there between Jane and Elaine.
And she hasn't competed, like Elaine hasn't competed since March. So chances are there's a nice bit like added on there.
And from what I've been seeing in the gym, her training's going really well. So she's flying it.
Good game day lifter as well.
Great game day lifter.
Keeps her composure
Great
really,
crack.
really well.
Great crack.
I'm looking forward to seeing Katrina deadlift, actually.
Oh, yeah.
She had on her story one day, she was like, I've paused 197. Has she done 200 yet? No. Yeah. But she's done like 197, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only recently enough. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What was the pull at Junior Nats 2 years ago?
192.
192.
192.5.
It was all or nothing.
Yeah.
That lives in my head rent free.
Oh, rent free. I think I was like reffing that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That was
That was
so. If there's like
moment.
I think that's a big thing with Katrina. Keep in mind as well as she's showed up before lots of times. You know what I mean? She really has a lot of international experience. Like
huge
lots
amount of experience.
Probably has one of the biggest deadlifts aside from Jordan, because I've seen her pull too.
Yeah.
The biggest. Yeah. So it's like if you're looking for someone to pull for the win, potentially looking at Katrina.
Podium.
For podium. The win.
can you-
Podium.
And we will. Like,
I was going to say, can you
it's just gonna happen,
shed
you know?
some coaching insight there, Alex? What can we expect from Katrina?
So, if people don't know, Katrina competed. Her last comp was Junior Euros in 2023 in Budapest, and she was actually competing as a 76, but she was a super light 76. She was sitting around like 70 kilos. It was a plan just to go and bulk, and then we got the invite for nationals, and we had a chat about it, and thought like pretty much just as competitive. Slightly more competitive as a 69. So we were like, all right, what is cutting a kilo? You know what I mean? So we decided to come down for this one, and I just add as well that like based off Katrina's nominated total, that's nowhere near where she actually is right now at the moment. Like her training has been going really, really well. It's probably one of the best preps we've put down ever. Like her best squatting comp is 137. She squatted 150 this prep.
Yeah, huge.
Like squatting, over 140 consistently. And she's got, so that's already another, 12 to 10 kilos on the total there. And then on top of that, she's got the pull. So like, we're gonna load what we have to. Like it's like, you know me, like that's
whatever's needed to. Well, in these
do.
comps, this is
that's what it's about. That's what we're here to. Yeah.
And Katrina responds to high pressure situations incredibly
really well.
Yeah.
Like
really well.
Junior Nationals 2 years ago, on the verge of bombing out.
Yeah.
Pulls a deadlift she needs to take hold. Like that. I mean, she's made of something different.
All or nothing, like, that was even a situation for me, like, at that time. I won't ramble on too much, but I remember being like, right, I'm going to ask her, see what she wants to do. And I was kind of expecting her to play like the conservative part. She was like, no, just load it. And I was like, oh shit, okay, we're doing this?
That was her last.
If you're not first, you're
It was
last.
It was her last time to qualify for an international.
But at that
junior.
point, it is like,
It
I know
is
in my
all or
head, it's
nothing.
all or nothing.
But like, that's what the whole prep was to be able to qualify for an international. So it was like, well, we came here to do that. So like, why would we not load? Why would we not load it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Some people perform better under pressure, don't they? It's interesting.
Yeah, some really like
some people need
dial
it.
in.
Yeah.
Some people need it. Honestly, they really,
I
really
would
do.
have to agree. So, all right, Maeve. Predictions, 69s.
I'm going Jordan, Jane, Katrina. Obviously, Jen hasn't put anything up in terms of training, suspected injury.
Of course.
Otherwise, I'm like, I can read the totals. I wouldn't be ruling her out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Providing she does come in and have a good day, I'm probably going Jordan, Jen. And I don't know about the third. I think I'm going Katrina. Because I know that Katrina like responds well under pressure, has a deadlift in her.
Oh yeah. My face, by the way, if in case it was on camera, I'm not even disagreeing with your call. I'm like, it's tight.
Yeah.
No, I've been
It's
looking
like-
at
I'm
this
actually-
for the
I'm
last
like- I'm
like
like-
2 months.
I'm like-
It's stressful.
It just depends on podium right now. Kind of depends on whether Jen will come in
Yeah,
in
if
good health or
if
not.
she can show up and
Yeah.
at her best,
Um,
absolutely. Or
If
close
she
to her best.
can't, I reckon it's Jordan, Jane, Katrina. If she can, Jordan, Jen, and probably Katrina, only because I know she has a massive deadlift in her back pocket.
I will let Alex go last, so I will, because he's got a horse in the race here. Jordan, for sure. If she's healthy, Jen, game day lifter,
Yeah.
always pulls it out. I'm going with Jane. The reason I'm going to pick Jane in that spot, I think Elaine and Katrina could push her, but I think Jane is super dialed in. I think, for lack of a better term, a pro.
Yeah.
I think absolute like epitome of what it looks like to turn up and put in a professional performance. And I think that's going to stand to her massively. I think if there's an opportunity there, if Jen is not healthy, then Jordan, Jane, Katrina, and Elaine. Elaine is a savage. I just think with Katrina's third pull, and this is not to shit on anybody or give any. I think in terms of third attempt deadlifts and like actually
success
getting
rate,
them
like,
success rate
yeah.
on third attempts. I think it falls in Katrina's favor over Elaine's. I think Elaine cannot be counted out. I mean, if Katrina is not putting together, 3 squats and 3 benches, then I think Elaine has enough to pip her there. But like for sure, I mean, she's got a higher nominated total, so you cannot count her out for a single second. Training numbers are great. They are great. They're indicators.
Yeah.
But
You have to do it on the platform.
it's not unusual for
And
people to come in with a high training total and not get anywhere near it.
Loads of times, yeah.
You see it all the time. So yeah, I would say healthy with a healthy Jen. I'm going Jordan, Jen, Jane. If Jen is not healthy, then I'm going Jordan, Jane, Katrina. That's mine.
Okay. So yeah, obviously Jordan number 1. Like, she's just gonna smash it. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't have the day she necessarily wants, it's hers.
It's just such a gap there.
Yeah,
like,
it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, she'll still blow her last total 477.
Does one
under
attempt
water.
on each lift to cover?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably,
I
yeah.
won't do the math, but like probably.
Probably, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Like even just off the top of my head, it's probably more than
Most people's thirds.
most of the year. Yeah. So then, in terms of the rest of the podium, I think this is gonna be a fucking dogfight. Like, as in, I think every third attempt in this flight will be for a podium.
Yeah.
Every third attempt deadlift in this flight
it's
will be
gonna
pulling for a podium. So it's pretty much comes down to who hits and who misses. Like,
I love these ones.
it's fucking.
I
class.
love Kerry.
Like, I'm
such a
I'm-
treat, Kerry.
No, I'm trying to downplay how excited I am, but I've probably have like every scenario wrote out on my phone.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
So yeah, like I said, I think every single third attempt in that flight is going to be for a podium. Like I said, being biased, don't even care. I'm putting Katrina second because we're gonna be deadlifting after everyone else besides Jordan, so we're just gonna load what we want.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the truth. You know what I mean? Whether she gets it or not, that's depends how much it is and what the day plays out. But based off her training, how she's coming into this, how much confidence I have in her as a game day lifter, I'd put Katrina second any day, and that's no disrespect to anyone else. Just
Katrina has got that dog in her.
she got that dog in her, man. She got that dog in her. She's been working really fucking hard for this prep. Like, this is probably, like, not that she doesn't, but like, this is the most amount I've seen her like she really becoming her own athlete. You know what I mean? Finding out how to train for herself and like what's working. So yeah, I put Katrina second. Once again, that's if Jen isn't coming in at 100%. And then, honestly, I actually can't give a third. And I know that's like
No, you
that's
have to,
pussying
yeah,
out,
yeah.
but
No, you're gonna
I
have to
can't
return.
because like it's the thing is that I'm looking
He's
at
not,
is like
he is not walking back into City Gym.
no,
If he gives-
no, I don't care. No, that's no problem. But like, what I will say is like, I know for Elaine, her like at last nationals, she pulled for podium, and it seems to be her last deadlift that always kind of like will let her down in a sense. And like she'll even agree with me in that. But from what I've seen,
She's been working on it.
her deadlifts have been going fantastic.
Yeah,
Her
I've seen
squat
some-
and
I've
bench
seen some
always
stuff.
show up. They're always going amazing. But her deadlift is just looking so good.
It's locked in.
And I
yeah.
really
Sharp.
do think like she's got that potential to pull on. Like, but like, it's because like with how close her and Jane are, like I can see them very much putting up the same squat, the same bench, or like give or take 2 kilos on each
Yeah.
side, and possibly the same deadlift. So it could even come down to who weighs lighter on the fucking day. Like I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not even
potentially.
joking. So
Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't
that's
I love
considered
that's
that.
what I mean
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
say I don't know, because I think
It's so many variables there.
it's so close. Like it's so close with those two. And like once again, I think even if Jen isn't 100%, she could still pull something out of the bag to pull for podium.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
And
that,
I'm not counting that
I'm
out.
not trying to wimp or pussy out of this, but like
It's
I
so
genuinely don't
tight.
fucking
It's
know.
so close.
I don't know. All I know is Katrina will be on the podium, and that's a fact. Like, do you know what I mean? So like, but no, it's true.
Just say a name though. They made me do it.
I'll go Lane. Lane to go.
So you're going Jordan, Katrina, Elaine.
Yeah.
That would
Lock
be
that in.
that would honestly a worthy podium, but a wild podium.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Well,
be
like the two girls that are nominated second,
Yeah.
like that would be that
Like,
would
that
shake
would-
things up.
that would really,
Yeah.
really shake things up.
I think this could be hands down one of the most competitive flights,
Just
or
everyone's
just
pulling
the
for
most
podium on
exciting.
this.
But
Everyone's gonna be
everyone,
Yeah.
like literally every single one of them. Like it's savage.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for
It's
this.
going to be sick. It's going to be like really
Yeah.
mind-numbingly good. It's all right. Into the female 76s, we have got Emma McDermott representing Abs Powerlifting, nominated total of 477.5 kilos. Mia Kovacs out of Phenom Gym with a 465 total. Sarah Doyle out of Abs Powerlifting, 417.5 nominated total, but just put up a junior Euros total of 432.5. Joanne Coogan, Odyssey Strength, 413 kilos. Kiva Ryan with 4ZA, 410 kilo total. Shauna Rahaman, Abs Powerlifting, 407.5. With the September Open, she just said that in Phenom with 417.5, had a phenomenal performance there. I was there for that. And then Millie Agnew with Omega Powerlifting, hitting 387.5 kg total. Guys, another stacked card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stacked.
I'm most excited for this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's a massive flight. Like,
Yeah.
Anytime Emma McDermott comes out, anyway, I'm
You
a
know
big
it's
fan.
gonna
of
be
it.
good.
Yeah.
I'm a big
It's
Emma knows. I always send her a message before she goes out for these, and it's like she's the people's champ.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
just that is
absolutely.
just the way it is. It has been for many years with a huge nominated total coming in. Always working hard. But guys, if Mia puts up a big day,
I
that
could see her under pressure.
This is but Emma performs under pressure though. But has she ever been under this pressure? It's been a while. It's been a minute.
So I was thinking about this. The last time that there was anyone I would say this close to her, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it was Leslie Shinnock.
That's been a minute.
That was
that was a
2019.
while, yeah.
Yeah.
2019.
Fuck.
Because that was when I started. Yeah.
Yeah, Leslie.
Because they were like the top two in the 72s, because I was a 72 at the time, and they were the top two.
They were the top two, yeah.
Yeah.
Emma and Leslie. Man, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
But I think I'm excited to see Sarah Doyle. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Broke the open national squat record
Yeah.
at
Between
junior Euros.
Yeah.
Like,
How phenomenal, like.
Only in the sport just over a year.
Yeah, she did her first comp in
Ridiculous.
January.
yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's such a
Ridiculous.
workhorse. I love
Ridiculous.
her training videos in her like garage or something.
Yeah.
She's so
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
hardcore.
It's
There's
class.
something
It's class.
in the water down there. Her and all her sisters
Yeah.
are doing
Yeah, they're all
powerlifting,
beasts,
and
man.
they're all
Yeah.
animals.
Whereabouts is she from?
Leitrim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
insane.
very excited for this. Joanne Coogan, another really good lifter.
Yeah.
I just want to see. So I reckon Emma, Mia, Sarah, and Shauna are all going to have a pop off the squat record. So
Yeah.
I feel like that'll be broken 3 or 4 times.
Sick.
What's the current squat record?
175.
7.5. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, that's going to be super
If Mia
exciting as well.
has a good day, that
Yeah.
squat record's hers.
Yeah. Just chip for chip for
Yeah.
chip. It's
So
class.
that's
I
like
love
literally
it.
going to go and go
Yeah,
and go
yeah.
and go.
It's unreal.
It'll be broken and then it'll be broken again
Yeah.
and then it'll be
Yeah,
broken.
they're just going to keep
It's going to
chipping.
be so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, and Kiva Ryan, I'm excited to see Kiva. Come
Yeah,
back
keep
over
it
and
coming
compete.
back. Yeah, yeah.
This is her
Will
first
Mason be
Open
here?
Nationals. Yeah, I'd imagine so. He handled her in.
I am
May.
pretty sure
Is he in Australia?
I think he's on the way to Australia right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's on the way to Australia.
Pretty sure I
right
saw
now.
that today on
Right,
his
okay.
Instagram. So
Yeah.
as far as I know,
Yeah, I saw the same. Yeah, was he competing at Big Dogs?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as far as I know, sick.
Congrats,
So sick.
Mason. Stick to the totals.
You just had to get it in there.
Yeah,
like.
just had to throw a little dig.
He knows I love it. He knows I love it.
Yeah, insane.
I'm very excited, all jokes aside, to see Quiva. Quiva is someone who started like in or around the same time as me, so it's nice to have seen her progress and get to an Open Nationals. I believe this is her first Open Nats.
Another workhorse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiva Ryan.
Yeah.
And has just like, is one of them girls who has just stuck it out.
Yeah.
Like that transition from open or from junior to open, that's where we see a lot of people fall off.
Fall off.
You
Yeah.
do, yeah.
So it's just been phenomenal to see her stick it out. Like she's moved countries through all of this. So to like settle, find a powerlifting group over in the UK
Yeah.
and to stick it out, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Like she's earned that spot.
Absolutely. And her
Everyone
training,
has,
her training
everyone
looks like
has.
it's going really well as well.
But yeah,
yeah,
So it's
savage.
interesting on here. You've got Sarah and Shauna both have the same coach. What
Yeah.
do you do in that situation? If it was yourself, Alex, you know, if things are lining up
I
and they're
think
going
you-
neck and neck,
you-
what do you do in that scenario?
You let them both have the rest day. That's what you do.
Yeah, of course.
You have to obviously chat to the lifters, see what they want to do. 'Cause
Yeah.
some people, with certain attempts, they might not be. You don't want to load something that somebody's not confident in.
Yeah.
So like if they're both like squatting the same thing, if let's say Sarah, wants to go 176.5 and Shauna's like, I'm not comfortable going anything over 175, then you listen
Yeah.
to the lifter and you do it like that. You
As
just
the lifter says,
take
I,
it lift
I
by
want to
lift.
take the chance. Yeah.
take it lift by lift, and you ask them what they want to do, and if they have to get into a situation where they both have to, just put. If you have to not put them in a situation, but they put themselves in a situation where you just have to both make their last deadlift, and whoever wins
it's
wins.
dynamic. I mean, both very like bubbly, friendly girls as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's going to be any kind of like animosity or anything.
I think
there.
they're like they're like
quite good
pals
friends,
and
like,
train
they
together
just
and
wanna see
stuff.
each other do
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
They probably just want to see each other do really well.
Yeah,
Obviously,
they're both equally as happy whoever does their day.
Yeah.
Well, I
not
think
gonna
I
lie.
think from having talked to Ian quite a good bit, I think he will definitely have instilled. I still want to fucking beat you. Like
Yeah.
that
Oh,
is a
yeah.
quote directly
absolutely.
from
Yeah,
his mouth.
yeah,
Like, I still
yeah.
want to fucking
Good.
beat you
As it should be.
as you should
exactly
be.
as it should be.
Friendly competition.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think it's going to be again another little battle that you're going to see again within their own training crew.
Yeah.
that makes that dynamic more exciting when they start going lift for lift on each other. Predictions, Alex.
So it's interesting because it's another fucking dogfight here for podium. Like it really, really is. Like if you look at it, like from second last nomination up to third, there's 10 kilos in the difference. So there's 4 people that are 10 kilos apart from each other on total.
Yeah.
Obviously that's just off nominated. I know Sarah's done 432. But if you do look at it like that, it's a very close one. So I think based off what I've seen, I will say Emma first, because I just think Emma just always shows up, does what needs to be done. She's just a game day lifter. She's a freak, like, do you know what I mean? In a good way. But she shows up, does what she needs to do, just comes in, gets the job done, and goes home. With Mia, I think it could be close. I haven't seen Mia compete in a while. I think the last time I saw her was remember that comp in Phenom that we were at? Yeah.
That was this like just over a year ago.
Yeah. So it was when we went up to that, and she had a great day. But that's also another one of those things where it's like, no pressure, you're lifting in your own gym, like it's all of those sorts of things.
All your friends, it's you're getting the loudest screams from the
and it's not in a disrespectful way, but it's like I haven't seen anything recently. But I know at Mia, she did Euros in Poland. Like I said, it's over 2 years ago, so not ruling anyone out. But she'd have a lot of problems with technicalities in terms of lifting. And like, I haven't seen anything, so who's to say that couldn't happen again?
Yeah.
That's not ruling her out, but I will still put Mia in second because I can't see Sarah catching her, even if she does have a bad day or misses some lifts and technicalities. And then I will put Sarah third. I know Sarah's just after coming off the back of Worlds. And then I think I saw something fucking mad, actually. She put up in her story, she's done like 6 comps in the last 12 months or something like that.
I think
like
I saw that.
something ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But she's still making progress. And like even off her day when I handled her at Euros, like she still put like, don't quote me on this, but she still put kilos on her total after like a 5-week turnaround from Worlds. It was insane.
Because I think she totaled, again, don't quote me, but I think it was around 4:15 at Worlds, and then the 4:32 was Junior Euros like 5 weeks later.
I think Sarah's definitely one to watch, like also still a junior, so insane, absolutely ridiculous. Lovely girl, so much potential, really good head in her, like even her first international, super locked in, just got it done, smile on her face, pleasure to handle. I think Sarah's definitely, this time next year, is going to be one to watch in overall.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I really, really think so. But for now, put Sarah third. I think she's got a big chance still walking away with I think she'll break the open record again and walk away with it. Just based off what I've seen. Also, even just at Euros, she pulled 175, and I know she pulled 180 once or twice in training. So, like, there's obviously still kilos there.
Yep.
So, I think she could still be looking at like a 440-ish total, which would be fucking savage. And like then again, you know, if Mia misses a few lifts, they could open the gap there for that one as well. So I'm gonna go based off how it's nominated. Emma, Mia, Sarah.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of with you on it. I think based on how it's nominated, I mean, I'm always pipping Emma there. I just think I don't think she's necessarily going to run away with it.
Yep.
I don't think that she has no competition there by any means. I just think that we heard how this played out last time. This is not the first time that she's been in these situations. It's, you know, I think it's great that she has competition nipping at her heels.
Yeah.
But she's cool, calm, and collected. She means business.
Yeah, she's a 9 for 9 girl as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like always just consistently
super consistent.
She always hits.
So I see Emma taking the top spot. Mia, based on her last performance where she had a particularly good day, if she has another particularly good day and has cleaned a couple of things up, I think is very difficult to
close.
knock from that.
It's close, yeah.
I think
it's one attempt, you know, essentially between the two of their.
Here's the thing: if Mia comes into last deadlifts with, you know,
she does have a bigger.
Because I was actually that's actually what I forgot to say was that day.
Does she?
Remember that day that we did that September comp? I know they just sent like a YOLO pull. I can't remember what exactly it was for. But she got fucking 210 to her knees.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so like, and that's like in and around what Emma's pulling as well. So like, if the lads are ballsy enough and they want to fucking load whatever after Emma,
if they piece up Mia's
they could do it. Like, you know,
Mia's day pieces up and she's
really
coming in for deads.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot closer. Yeah.
So based on, you know, what we're looking at, I think Emma, Mia, and Sarah. I just think Sarah is just too strong to the rest of the pack. I just think she's too. I mean, let's be honest, probably future national champion.
I think so.
100%.
Very, very soon. Like, you know. Like if you think about it,
she's only just starting.
She's only just starting, and
like
she's essentially 40 kilos below top spot. Like that's another, you know, the junior rate.
Her margin of
progress,
the room for her
ridiculous.
growth there, and the rate at which is going to happen because she's a junior, and it's just going to happen so much faster. She's going to be catching.
And she seems like she's an absolute workhorse as well.
Yeah.
Like she is just a built athlete. You know what I mean? Just gets it done, knows what to do, and does it.
I think she's really going to push Mia's third deadlift. I think if it lines up in Sarah's favor, I think she'll be pulling for second. I think she'll get into second place, and then it'll be down to Mia.
Pressure will be on her,
pull that position back, which is again makes it a super interesting dynamic on the day because Mia's going to want to be pulling for first if everything's going well. But if Sarah manages to push herself
keep
into
away
second,
the person who's in third,
you know, so it's like, what do you do in that scenario?
There's pressure on both ends, really, isn't it? Like,
it's an all or nothing situation. I think a super exciting flight. Kerry, where are you at with it?
Yeah, I probably agree with what Alex said there. Probably Emma, Mia, Sarah. I'm just really looking forward to seeing Emma deadlift actually.
Yeah.
Like she's so fiery when she comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like her deadlifts are very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
super technical.
Yeah. So but I don't know. What does Mia squat? Does anyone know?
Like
Big.
over, like actually, like I've seen her
She's squatted
in
like
training
182
squat.
in training.
Yeah.
So that's
Like repping
massive,
like 165 and squats and
Yeah.
stuff.
She's
You know,
strong.
So-
it's
all
just the
around.
So it
technicalities.
it,
I just
it
you know,
could be either of them then,
yeah,
really.
absolutely.
couldn't it?
No, absolutely. It's just if we're that's what we're kind of saying. If we're going off, like Emma's got like I think she's done like every international comp kind of since she started. Like you know what I mean. She's always doing them, and she's just got so much experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually,
It's
while
always
we're
gonna
on
play to you.
this weight class, I may as well shout out the couple of predictions for this weight class. So yeah, there was a couple of people that said that they were excited to see Emma, and someone actually said Sarah Doyle for third place in this under 76.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with them. Shout them out. Who put in the?
So it was Courtney Manning that
Hey, Courtney.
said, and Claire Murray that said they were excited for Emma, and Cora Doyle said Sarah Doyle. So it's fair enough.
Yeah.
Probably accurate though.
She's
But accurate.
biased, but true.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, here's the
Really
thing.
biased would be like Sarah first. You know, so that, you know.
What I mean,
Never said ever, man. It's
No,
powerlifting.
no.
Emma's best squat in sleeves, 167. Mia's best squat in sleeves, 172.
Yeah.
It's it's
All to play for.
it's all to play for. Coming into bench, we're looking at again 5 kilos separates them.
Yeah.
Oh, and sorry, Mia actually got a shout out as well from Ali Murphy.
Lovely.
Yeah, listen, if Mia is going to be
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, we're not
on a
ruling
good
her
day.
out here like
No,
at
no,
all,
not
at
at
all,
all.
at all.
Again, I think we're
It's
basing
very,
off,
very
off what
tight.
of things that we've seen play out. Mia at Worlds missed out on 2 squats, so you would hope something like that doesn't happen. But
Yeah.
but I mean the rest. I mean, 3 benches, 3 deadlifts.
Yeah.
You know, I think the potential there is massive. If she comes in and keeps her composure, puts together a full day, she's going to be a real problem to deal with. But again, I have to pip it to Emma. I just think she's just cool, calm, collected, keeps her composure, doesn't get caught up in the moment, just keeps her head screwed on. Maeve, what are we saying?
Oh, I really don't want to call this one.
Well, you're gonna have
You have to.
Yeah.
We all got bullied into it. So yeah.
I mean, I can't not agree with all of you.
Yeah.
With everything you've said. Like Emma has just been around the block, has been around for years, is a phenomenal lifter, phenomenal game day lifter. I do think Mia will be very tight on her heels and will put a little bit of pressure on her, providing everything like goes well in terms of technicalities. And then she can't not put Sarah in third spot. And like that, she has kilos to add from Euros, which was only 4 or 5 weeks ago. What I think will be a little bit interesting, I know we didn't dip down into the rest of the weight class, but I do reckon there'll be a nice battle between Shauna, Quiva and Joanne as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely think that. I think that's one of the very, again, exciting parts about nationals is there's battles to be found.
Yeah. Everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. I think it's going to be a fantastic day out for it. So the 84s, female 84 flight. Again, I mean, look, Ali Riley, Corver strength, 532.5. Huge nominated total here. Comfort in with a 450 total. Jennifer Egan of Abs Powerlifting 412.5 kilo total, and Aisling with Odyssey Strength with a 400 kg total. I'm excited to see Ali lift. It's going to be very difficult to come anywhere near Ali on this one. Where are we at, guys? What are we thinking?
I'm very excited to see Ali lift. Like she's put up a 200 squat in training. I know she's done that on the platform before and more. I think her best is
But it moved better
205.
in training.
Yeah,
It's the best
it
it's ever moved.
very well. So she's definitely on for a good day in terms of squats and deads. I know she's had a little bit of, was it a pec or back injury that was affecting bench? I just can't remember off the cuff. So in terms of bench, hopefully she's up to like full health, and providing she is, you'll see her edge up on that 5-3-2.
Yeah, I mean,
Phenomenal lifter. Does a whole, like, honestly does wonders for the sport. Like has just, again, like Emma, has just been around. Like they're probably the two for me that I'm like most excited to see, just because I've seen them over the last 5 years, and like it might sound, I don't know, a bit cringe, but like they're great. Like I would look up to them as lifters.
Phenomenal.
Like they're phenomenal.
absolutely.
Like they're so inspiring, and to just see them work over the last 5 years and stick it out, because essentially you just have to outlast the people around you as opposed to outlift them. So yes, I'm also very excited to see Comfort lift. I know she had a good day at Westerns. For me, I suppose this is the weight class that like I would look at very closely. So she's definitely on for a good day. Then in terms of Jen and Aisling, I know Jen has dropped a little bit of body weight, so she has come down a weight class to the best of my knowledge. So it'll be interesting to see, does she kind of maintain strength as she's come down the weight class? In terms of Aisling, then I think the last comp she did was it was junior Nats, I think. So again,
University Nationals.
Yeah, perfect. So I think you'll potentially see a battle for third. I think first and second are fairly locked in the U-Valley and Comfort. But I do think there'll be a battle for third. I know Jen was battling with a little bit of an injury. So providing she comes in pain-free, and strength has kind of stayed put in terms of dropping body weight, you'll see her third. But I reckon that there will be a little bit of a battle for third.
Aisling's total was from February. And she's still a junior as well, by the way, which is really impressive. Like that's junior. Like I haven't seen any of her training, but she could have literally added 40 kilos to her total in that frame of time. You know what I mean? So
any of her training over the last couple of months. I think she wasn't based in Ireland for the last kind of 6 months of college, to the best of my knowledge. I think she came home for junior Nats. That could have been the year before, or junior unis. Sorry, uni Nats. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who ends up in third in that weight class, because definitely first and second are fairly set in stone. So I reckon there'll be a nice little battle for third.
Yeah, I think Ali's put on 100 kilos almost on her total in 4 or 5 years. Wow. But I think for the rest of the pack, I mean, Ali for sure. I mean, I'm excited just to see Ali lift. Just the numbers that she lifts are super exciting.
It's cool.
Like, regardless of the gap that's there, it's just exciting to see her lift. Because sometimes there's such a gap that it's not always as exciting to see that person take first, but it is exciting with Ali because she's so good. It's just
and you
exciting
just
to
know
watch her
the
compete,
work that's gone in behind it, because she's quite open about her training online. So you just know like the ups, the downs. Like she's very relatable. So it's just nice to see that all come together on the day.
Comfort's always a blast to watch. I always have a ball.
Good energy.
Great energy.
Absolutely.
Just always sends it when she gets out. Jennifer Egan, that down a weight class, so going to be interesting to see how she gets on. Last competed in July of 2023 at Masters and Bench Nationals. So I am interested to see, I mean, cutting down from 95 kilos body weight down into sub 84s there. So quite a big cut. But I'm interested to see what she manages to hold on to in terms of strength. I would imagine she's probably also on for a good day. But if she's dialed in, and again, Aisling there, no slouch whatsoever. Like this is not like it's going to be a fun battle. I think just that battle for third is going to be phenomenal. Attempt selection and success rate is pretty good across the board for almost everybody here. They're all pretty consistent game day lifters. So I'm excited to see that kind of push for third. Now anything can happen on the day. Obviously, someone could miss a bunch of lifts, and things can get shifted that way. But in how it's looking, I'm gonna go predictions: Ali, Comfort, Aisling.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
I agree. Just in terms of Jennifer cutting down, Aisling being a junior.
Yeah.
The likelihood.
Yeah. Likelihood that she's put a lot more kilos in her total in the last 8 months. It's going to be a lot more than it would be for Jen.
Yeah.
And I know that
Just
like
based
Jen
off
has
that.
battled an injury the last couple of months just from chatting to her.
Yeah.
So like I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's get into the female 84 pluses. We have got Claire Patterson representing Iron Warrior Strength with a 477.5 kg total. Regina Meyler with CBF with a 472.5 kg total. Claire Reid, Dungeon Barbell, 425 kg total. And Carrie Templeton with a 397.5 kg total. Maeve, what are we saying?
Like, do you want predictions or
Just get into it. I mean, Claire's bench,
Claire's bench? Phenomenal.
whopper,
She's doubled 140 in training.
whopper.
Insane.
I know the open record list has set that, I think.
I'll look.
She's got all the records.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
But I just don't know in terms of touching distance how close Claire is to the open record, because I know that's something she'll be going in gunning
I think the open record is like over 600.
I think not total, just
Oh,
bench.
sorry.
Just bench.
Bench.
I think it's 145.
I think it is.
I think list is
No,
set
list
it.
is still
145. Yeah.
145, right,
So I
Apologies.
think Claire will aim for it. So like the 145.5. It'll be interesting to see again how everything fares out on the day. She obviously has to factor in the fact that she's traveling. She's based in Manchester. So it'll be interesting to see how things fare out there. In terms of squats and deadlift, they've been going quite well for Claire. I think she's squatted definitely upwards of like 165 to 170 in training. Her deadlifts have probably been looking the best they've looked. So it'll be nice to see her piece together a 9-for-9 day. And hopefully have a pop off a bench record. I imagine she'd be keen to take a pop off a bench record. In terms of Regina then, like there's only 5 kilos between the two of them.
Regina's a bigger puller.
Yes,
Way bigger puller.
Way bigger puller.
So
So it's Regina's to play for, especially if Claire takes a pop off a bench record or two and misses. Again, like Claire's such a massive bencher that like going into deadlifts, it could be anyone's game, but Regina does have the pull in her back pocket. And because there's only 5 kilos between them, like that's doable on a deadlift. It may not necessarily be doable on a bench, but it's very doable on a
That's where I was
deadlift.
gonna go with that. Like
Yeah.
even with Claire, like I said, she just recently she was at the European Bench Press Championships and went 1 for 3 on bench. And if something like that was to happen again,
Yeah. That 5 kilos, then
it opens up.
there's your difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I reckon it'll be a very good battle between 1 and 2. So between Claire and Regina. Again, I can't see Claire Reid making up 50 kilos. Again, never say never. You don't know what's going to happen on the day. But I definitely think it'll be an interesting battle between 1 and 2.
It could go either way for top 2 there. It's an interesting one because the margin, there's Regina pips on squat as far as I know. So if that plays out, then Claire, you would imagine, is going to come out with a big bench and create quite a margin there. But then there's a similar margin, not quite the same, there's a similar gap there on deadlifts between Claire and Regina. That's going to be a fun battle. And then I think the battle for podium is for third place is also going to be very exciting. Predictions, guys, where are we going with this? I'm going to go with the nomination. I'm going to go Claire, Regina, and Claire Reid, Claire Patterson, Regina Meyler, Claire Reid. That would be as nominated my top 3, provided everything plays out. But I do think it's all to play for on first and second. I think that's going to be a very interesting battle. But having seen Claire compete, seeing her keep her composure on game day. I've not seen Regina compete. I've not been in a warm up room kind of in around it. But I have been around Claire quite a few times, and I would have to pip her for first place. So Claire, Regina, and Claire Reid in third.
I will actually go. I'm going to go Regina, Claire, and then Claire again. Claire Patterson, then Claire Reid.
Yeah.
I just think if you've got that bigger deadlift in your back pocket, you'd be stupid not to load up something for the win. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I agree.
No, Alex, I have to agree with you there.
I think, and like I said, just based off recent competitions, Claire going 1 for 3 on bench, like that's where she makes up that ground. If anything similar like that is to happen, or if she missed 135 only 2 months ago. Obviously, I don't know how her training's going, but if you can't even take the advantage of like going for the chip or anything like that, like it switches it up entirely. If she misses one attempt, it's wide open. But yeah, I think Regina, Claire Patterson, and Claire Reid.
Yeah, Ev?
Yeah, no, I have to agree with Alex in that I think it's going to be Regina, Claire Patterson, Claire Reid.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
But I think it's going to be a fantastic battle.
I think it's going to be a fantastic battle.
Yeah.
I could see it going either way. Like I said, Claire's going to get my vote on it. Claire Patterson. I just think that margin on bench is going to be really, really tight to close. It's not a huge gap on Scott. Well, we've got Regina 185, and Claire with
167.
best ever 175.
Yeah.
So again, getting it on the day, and it's been a minute. I mean, that was back in 2023 at the Christmas qualifier with the 175, and she then loaded 177.5. So you never know. I think it's a difficult one to predict.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many factors in there, but it's definitely a battle.